Alright, man. Hi-c tier list. I was gonna include his EPs, but to be honest with you, I was like, I was a little ambivalent on that idea, so I just didn't go through with it. I just included everything that was under the Hi-c name on Album of the Year, all the albums and mixtapes and whatnot. I also included the one Reptilian Club Boys album that's on streaming. I know there's like another one, but I didn't even include it because I didn't know until now that there was another album. But yeah, let's just go, man. I don't really have any notes. Let's get into it already. I think we can throw this one in C tier. Album at the bottom of this list is probably, it's like between D and C tier for me. It's Demons in Tokyo, the movie. I'll put it in D for now. Some of the production on here and like some of the hooks are just pretty sleepy to me. And Diamond's vocals just have some really weak moments. The only real big plus on here is that it's like short. But I feel like if this went on for like any longer, then it would have probably been lower on the list. It probably would be like locked in D tier. It's decent, but it's just like it's super sleepy. There's not a lot of big highlights on here. Just not a fan of this one that much. It's like a strong 6 to a light 7 for me. Yeah, it's good. It's fine. It's fine. It's decent. And above that though, I'll throw this one in C tier. It's the Reptilian Club Boys album, Reptilian Club Boys Bizarre Adventure. This kind of has the same problems that Demons in Tokyo has. I think it kind of peaks in the middle though. Like it starts pretty weak with some boring songs and it kind of ends weak with like a boring song. But then like the middle of this album is actually pretty good. Other than that though, it's just kind of like standard Hi-c stuff, standard RCB stuff. Not the biggest fan of this one. I think it's good though. It's like a light 7 for me. Nothing crazy. I could throw this one in B tier. That would be Blood Rain Boys. This one's weird because like the production is really lo-fi. And like Diamonds does have some pretty awful vocal moments like on the opener. But after that opener, it's just fire from what I remember. The vibes are super good. I really like the production. I don't know, it just sounds really good. It does kind of have its weak moments though, kind of at the beginning and spread out throughout the album. Overall though, it's a pretty great album. I think it's pretty underrated. Yeah, I like this one, so I'll give it a light 8. Above that though, I would throw Underworld Order. I think this definitely could have been higher if it was cut down because literally every song on here sounds the same. They're good songs still, but like literally every song is the exact same. There were times where I was like, is this a song that I heard earlier? And along with that, was Hi-c even on here? It just kind of felt like I was listening to a Wi-Fi God album. Like I've never listened to a Wi-Fi God album, but it just sounded like it was him the whole time. I didn't really remember hearing Hi-c on here at once. It was pretty good though, from what I remember. I liked the vibes. It just every song sounded the same, and there wasn't really any variety in sound. It's a great album though. It's like a light to decent 8 for me. I still enjoyed it. I just wish there was more variety in sound, or it was cut down, you know? And then above that, staying in B tier, is Left 4 Dead, Hi-c's newest album. This one is a little long, I'll be honest with you. It's like 50 minutes, and it does kind of drag. There are some weak moments here with some just like kind of weak vocals and kind of boring production. But I just feel like its length kind of makes it feel repetitive. I feel like Hi-c kind of works better when he's doing like these really short albums, like 20-minute long albums, because it kind of has this, it's kind of just like a quick little bling, you know? With Left 4 Dead, it kind of goes on for a little too long and just makes everything kind of sound the same. It's still pretty good though. It's like a decent to strong 8. It's still quality, but like it could have been higher if it was cut down. Then staying in B tier, this album really grew off me. It's the first Hi-c album I listened to. It is Money Fetish Renegade Demon. I really like this one on first listen, but to be honest with you, on multiple re-listens, it just keeps growing off me, man. Something about it just doesn't have the same amount of like vibes that every other Hi-c album that I like more than it has. Hi-c does sound a little sleepy on here, and the mixing is really weird, but it's still a great album though. Yeah, it's just been growing off me as of late. It's a decent to strong 8. I still like this one, just not as much as before. Like literally before, I probably would have had it in like S tier and given like a decent to strong 9. That's like a decent to strong 8 for me. Above that though, in A tier is Reptilian Shrine. This is just another banger from Hi-c. It is a little longer, it's like 30 minutes, but it actually really works. I really like the production on here. It's really fun too. It's just a lot of really great tracks, a lot of high energy tracks on here, and I enjoy it quite a bit. Yeah, it's just a really fun album. I don't really remember any weak moments on here. It's just a pretty great Hi-c album with a lot of bangers on it. It's like a light 9 for me. And then this one's kind of close for me. I feel like these next two albums are pretty close for me. They could go in A or they could go in S. And to be honest with you, this one's kind of looking good right now. So I actually put Hi the Lone Star at the top of A tier. It could go in S though. I could see that. Yeah, I'll put it at the top of A tier. This one has that really glitzy Hi-c sound. I really like it on here. It's really consistent. There's no bad songs on here. The vibes are off the charts. It's just a really fun Hi-c album with that sound that I really like, where it's like, I don't really know how to describe it, but it has those really nice shining synths, and those are on this album. It's a really fun record. I could see it going in S tier, as I said, and yeah, I enjoy it a lot. It's like a decent 9 for me. It could be a decent to strong 9, but we'll see. And then this one can go in like A or S too. It's No More Heroes Volume 2. I'll throw it in S. This one's really, really fun. Like, it's just like 30 minutes, and it does not overstay its welcome at all. It is a lot at first, like the sound, it's a lot of stuff happening. There's a lot of samples. There's a lot of weird Hi-c vocals, a lot of weird production choices. But it really just starts to engulf you in its vibe. The samples are really funny on here. Like, I think there's like a skrrr sound that I like. I think I've heard on like iMovie before. It's just really funny. The vocal samples are weird. And the closer is absolutely amazing. It's probably one of Hi-c's best songs from what I remember. It sounds like nothing he's done, but it's really good. It's just consistently fire after fire. This one's just growing on me as the days go by. It's easily one of Hi-c's best to me. It's a really fun album. It's a decent to strong 9 for me. And then at the top, it is No More Heroes Volume 1. This one is amazing. It's kind of like Hi the Lone Star in the sense that it has that really glittery and like glitzy sounding synth production, but it's just, oh my god, the hooks on here are so catchy. Hi-c's vocals are at peak here. The production is amazing. The vibes are great. Super short album too. It's just an amazing album throughout. I really like this one. I think it's just a really fun and short album, and I really like it because of that. I think this is easily Hi-c's best. It is also a decent to strong 9 for me. And there's my Hi-c tier list. I kind of want to do a part 2 to this one because I want to throw in like the EPs and stuff. I think that'd be cool. I just didn't throw them in here because I was kind of running out of time to push this out. And along with that, I didn't want to get confused with all the projects on here. But yeah, I had fun doing this. As I said, there might be a part 2 to this if I want to. Yeah, Hi-c makes really fun music, and I enjoy it a lot. Share your rankings in the comments as always. Glad you made it this far in the video. Had a lot of fun doing this.